Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Estância São Carlos with me, Seawaddy here in Farming Simulator 22. It is the start of a lovely new morning, and the plough is still hard at work, doing that ploughing contract. We have, however, had some luck on other contracts. We have finished sowing contract. That's all done. We've been paid for that. And well, we've got 96 grand in the bank. $39,778. That was August. 119,336. I think I got paid for them. I don't sound awfully confident, do I? I don't sound the most confident person in the world. Did we actually get paid for doing those jobs? I do not know. But anyway, sowing contract's done. It's a new day. We've just got the ploughing contract still in progress. I've even been out and done a fertilising contract too. So really, we should probably look at what we're going to do next. Now, there is another fertilising contract available. Field 23. There are a couple of harvesting contracts. And that's about it. Harvesting contracts aren't paying a lot, though. And for the cost, I mean, I'm going to have to get a loan. I'm going to have to borrow money. If I'm going to invest in harvesting equipment too. So we might have to go and do that spraying job for 23 grand. We do have a sprayer available. I thought there might have been a few more lovely sowing contracts available where we could let this guy go and do a bit more stuff. But doesn't look like it. But anyway, we're doing what we can. We're doing what we can. So we're hopefully going to get that ploughing contract finished. That should bring in quite a nice bit of money. You can always go and start on the next one, but we are getting close to the end of the month, and we need to be a little bit careful about taking on long jobs so close to the end of the month. In case we can't finish them, in case the contracts fail and we get fined. That's purely it. Yeah, sprayer's parked up there at the minute, but I'm just going to bring this guy back. Oh, good. The fuel station's right here. Good, because this guy needs some fuel. We need to do the fuel. Might as well get a screenshot for the thumbnail, actually. So yeah, I'm going to spend it today. Today is Saturday, the 20th of May. And I'm going to be spending today doing quite a bit of recording here on this map. Try and get some videos in the bag, sorted out, ready for YouTube and stuff, because this week has been an absolute fucking nightmare of a week for me in terms of content. I got ill at the weekend, last weekend, and I've been ill all this week, and it's made it an absolute nightmare trying to record stuff and get stuff sorted out. Right then, there's my sprayer. So are we going to go do that fertilising contract? That's 30 acres of field. Field 23. We might as well. And it's all the way down in this bottom corner. Right, we know how to get to that. And need to remember to work east to west rather than north south, because north to south seems to produce very glitchy fertilising results on this map. I'm guessing it's some kind of map error, terrain angle error or something in the map that I am just not, as a non-map author, non-modder, completely unable to sort out myself. If any map authors are out there and any map makers are out there that know how to fix the fertiliser issue and can put, you know, instructions in a comment below this video, please feel free to do so. I would most appreciate it if we could get it fixed. But yeah, look at my little tractor and my Jataí spray. We are off on our travel. Well, what's all that about? Strange road layout. I mean, I thought you know, if you think roundabouts in the UK are bad, that's just an accident waiting to happen, that is. That is just terrible. Nice drainage pipes there. Bum, bum. Right, we're heading off to field 23, so I need to go this way. It's a lovely map, this. Unfortunately, my little equipment does seem to be quite little upon it. '23 is probably the field that we sowed, was it not? So now we get to do the fertilising part. But yeah, we don't have a lot of fertiliser. do we? I think we're doing the field just, yeah, it's going to be the one we've sowed, the one we seeded. I didn't think it'd be the sorghum. I think that's more harvesting contract. There we go. Fertilizer is being applied. And like I say, we'll run around first, do the headland. We may end up having to run back to the store to get some more pallets, or we could chuck some on the trailer and bring them down here. See how we go with things. But yeah, contracts are getting a little bit concerning, of course, because it is September and we are going to be hitting the winter fairly quickly. I mean, the good news is, I suppose, I'm not doing seasons, am I? On this map. No, we're doing fake seasons, which means that there will be jobs all through the year. So December, January, February, the contracts aren't going to disappear. There will still be things for me to do, which is nice, because obviously looking at our finances, I really would be struggling if we suddenly had 3 months without any work and any income. And obviously paying for workers to do ploughing contracts is not cheap when they're collecting like $800 every hour. Suddenly makes you question whether that contract is actually going to give us any money at all, or whether every hour that that guy has worked on it is basically, we've just been paying him. We've basically just paid him for an hour. I'm pretty sure I fertilised this field as well before. Have I not? Or was it a different one? No, I think I did field one of the little fields, fields 5 or 6 or something, you know? I'm getting this confused. But yeah, a lot has gone on this week. A lot of things have happened with me being ill and not being able to do any video recording, not being able to do any streaming, and had a lot of time just to think about things and try and work out what's going on with the channels and the content going forward and things like that. And we've made some decisions have been thought about and considered, and other things have been kind of taken out of my decision anyway, because of things that have happened sort of automatically in the world. For example, currently I do not have a multiplayer server for Farming Simulator. My G Portal subscription ran out earlier in the week, and I let it go. The multiplayer server hasn't really been used that much in the last month or so. I've not been playing it. I will happily hold my hand up and say I've not done any multiplayer. Just did not have the time with everything else that I'm currently doing, trying to launch my Kick channel and establish myself over there on a new platform. The amount of work that goes into doing that, and trying to, you know, obviously earn a living is makes it very difficult to do the social gaming and the stuff. You know, everything I've had, everything I've done gaming wise over the last 2 or 3 months has been for work reasons. You know, it's to try and earn me money. It's not been because I've kind of, you know, wanted to do it and looking forward to doing it. And yeah, because of that, the multiplayer server suffered. And because there was only ever me and Mr. Helgi that played it anyway, it wasn't like we had a whole bunch of people playing on the multiplayer server. I just figured, again, it's one of those things, it's an expense that I pay for every 3 months to hire the server, to rent the server. And if it's not really being utilised and used, then it's money that I don't need to be spending. Again, in the world that we live in currently, you don't want to be spending money on things you don't need to be spending money on if you're not earning enough. You know, you have to be sensible. You have to try and be a bit sensible. And like I say, I've seen some strange things in the last few weeks as well, and it just baffles me how some people live their lives. I'm not going to go and say any more than that, but I have been left scratching my head sometimes, listening to some people pleading poverty. They're pleading poverty 1 second, and then the next minute they're buying things and spending money on things that I think, well, if you're that hard up and you're struggling financially, did you really need that? You know? Did you really need to be spending on that? So yeah, it's just I mean, multiplayer will return. Farm Sim multiplayer will return when I get, you know, when I get the feeling for it, when I get the bug, the urge again, do it. It will return. Don't get me wrong, because I love multiplayer farming. I just need a good map, and also I think going forward, if I do the next multiplayer map that I do, or next multiplayer server that I do, or whatever, it will be a single farm. Everybody works together cooperatively again. We won't do this individual farm business like we did on the Maypole map, which is obviously what we was doing last, because I think it just caused everybody to be effectively single players. Everybody was off doing their own thing in their own part of the map. You never saw each other, you never spoke to each other. That's not multiplayer in my view. That's not multiplayer. You know, I could do that in single player, just go and do my own thing. And obviously I do single player Let's Play series, so the whole time I was doing the multiplayer, doing everything by myself, the whole time I was playing on multiplayer, all I was thinking was, I could be doing single player right now, and I could actually be, you know, getting ahead in my recordings and Let's Plays and stuff. Whereas when you're doing multiplayer and you're actually working cooperatively with people, it's a completely different mentality and mindset, and you know, it is actually fun. You're like, yeah, I'm happy doing this because I'm giving such and so a hand, and you know, we're both working together up to get this field done. And It's all good. It's all good. But yeah. And I was saying this the other day as well during one of my live streams. At the moment, I do feel a little bit like FS22 is like it's kind of between, we're kind of between games now. I feel for a lot of players. There's a lot of players who are like already looking for and hoping for the next game because they're like, yeah, kind of done with FS22, kind of done with it. And then there's players like me who are still very happy with FS22, but we are kind of like sat here like, well, what's the next big thing? What's the next thing that's going to come out that's going to actually like re-energize this game and give it that next kick and keep us all playing and busy till the next game actually comes out, you know. What's the next big mod? The absolutely ground-shaking, earth-breaking, revolutionary mod that's going to come out for the game that's going to just give this game a whole new lease on life. What is it? Where is it? You know? So many things at the moment that we're kind of waiting on. I'm waiting on, like me, I'm waiting for the new Oxygen David map to come out. I really do want that map. You know, I'm really looking forward to getting onto that map and playing. I know Stevie's got a new map in the works currently as well. Be interesting to see what that's about. It's not another recreation. It's not another port. It's not another rebuild of an existing map. It's a new map. So yeah, I'm interested in seeing what that's about. But I'm also at the stage where I'm thinking, like, for me personally, at the moment, maybe one of the things I'm going to be doing on the channel over the next couple of weeks or couple of months, maybe over the summer, is just maybe dialing back a little bit on some of the farm sim content. Obviously, my New Jersey series is coming to an end, or will be coming to an end very soon. And I'm thinking that when that map does end, when that series does end, I'm not going to jump in and start a new series straight away. I'm probably going to wait and leave it and have a bit of a break. So I think the best thing for me to say is between recording the last episode of that series, I'm going to take a full month break before I even consider thinking about what map I would start a new series on. So there's going to be at least a month. Well, there will definitely be a month before I even start thinking about starting a new series. So that will give me time to also look at doing some other things. I'm thinking of maybe doing some like one-off videos, just some random one-off videos of different games that I play casually, socially, you know, recreationally, and just doing some one-off videos and putting them on the channel in place of the New Jersey videos just for a little while, just to see what happens, just to see if it helps with the YouTube stuff, whether it gets me any, you know, new viewers, gets any new subscribers coming in, you know, because the channel's kind of plateaued a little bit at the minute here on YouTube. I won't lie, the growth has like massively slowed down. We was going really well on a really good upward curve when I was looking at all the analytics stuff, and then for several months now it's just kind of like the curve has stopped and it's kind of just leveled. So we need that. I need to find that next thing that's going to just kickstart everything again and get some excitement going around here. But that's at the same time, I do not want to completely, obviously, alienate and cut off all the lovely, wonderful people that have supported me all these years, because I've been playing this game and I've been producing content on this game, and you know, I'm not going to cut out Farm Sim. Farm Sim is my jam. Farm Sim is my game. I love Farm Sim to bits. I absolutely do love Farm Sim to bits. You know, it changed my life completely when I was very lost in the world. Unable to know what to do with myself, where to go with myself and everything. Farm Sim came along at the perfect moment for me and gave me a purpose. But it's like everything. It's like everything that we do as human beings. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of you sat there watching this right now that, you know, you do jobs, you have jobs, you do things, you go to work, and there are times where you think to yourself, God, I need a break from this. I need a break. I need a holiday. I need a vacation. I need to go and do something different. Just for a little bit. You know, just a change of scenery. And then, you know, and it's the same. It's the same in the content creation world. You know? You know, I've been doing Farm Sim for so many years now. And although I've taken like little breaks in the past, you know, I'll take a week off. I'll take a week off here making content, or you know, a week off there. At the same time, although I take a week off making the Farm Sim content, it's not like I then make anything else. I don't bring anything new in. So as soon as I get back onto the content creation, it's straight back in with Farm Sim again, you know. And I'm sure we've all had it. We've all done it. We've all done it in the past, in real world situations where we have a week's holiday from a job. We go back to work after that, after our holiday, after our vacation, and within a couple of days, it's like, well, I don't feel like I've had a holiday. You know, you're right back to like that stage where it's like, oh man, I don't feel like I've had a break. That did not go well. Usually because you come back and you've got that much to do, and you're that overwhelmed because you've been away, and you haven't kept on, obviously, no one's done your job while you've been away. You've got that much work to do when you come back. Then you start throwing yourself into it and, you know, trying to rush through things, get things done. And then you're like, bloody hell, I'm knackered again. And it's the same. It's the same with content creation. We do that, you know. Like, you take a week off making videos, I can guarantee every content creator the next week when they start recording again, they're like, crap, I've got to make double now this week. I've got to make double. I've got to record double the amount of videos to make up for the ones I didn't record last week. Right. I don't have much fertilizer left. And we are currently sitting at wait for the autosave to finish. We will just double check that fertilizer is going down properly. Yes, fertilizer is going down quite correctly. Good. Not having any issues there. And we are currently sitting at 67%, so we're just over 2/3 of the way through that contract, which is nice. So what I'm going to obviously have to do is, in a minute, I'm going to have to go and get some fertilizer, because we have run out. And then obviously come back, finish this field off. So, ladies and gents, what I'm going to do, because we are at the 30-minute mark, or just past, I'm going to say to you all, thank you for watching today's episode. I have appreciated it, as I always do appreciate the views. I know looking at the views of the videos just recently, they have been a bit on the low side. I don't know whether May is a very quiet month for some weird reason. That May, I know in streaming, from my streaming point of view, May has been very quiet over on Kit for live streams with not a lot of people around. And I don't know whether that's the same in YouTube land as well, that people I don't know what's going on in May. I don't know what's going on around the world that could be affecting views and meaning that people aren't around to watch the videos when they're going live and stuff. But I do notice we have struggled with viewing numbers this week. So for everybody that watches the video, please make sure you give me a thumbs up. Please leave a comment in the comment section down below. And share the video where you can. And try and get more people watching the video. Because it really does help. It really, really, really does help. Anyway, I've been C-Waddy. You've been fantastic people as always. I will see you all in the next video in a couple of days' time. But for now from me, thank you for watching. Goodbye.